On the cover, Piero's abandoned yellow house is surrounded by black vans, out of which are pouring people in business suits. On every lapel we can see an emblem, a shield on which 2 swords are crossed behind a bear, rampant. Frederick Infernus stands in the back, motioning the rest of his people forward. Through the windows of the house we can see the kids hastily scrambling through a portal, Darren physically dragging Piero away from the fight. Issue 21, Caught Off Guard.
And we're at episode 21, so let's hit the ground running. You're in Piero's decrepit, dilapidated house. You were just having a team conversation about your feelings and thoughts, and you are now surrounded, as you do, by Frederick Infernus's unmarked black vans, out of which...
Is that really what I named my father?
Yes, his name is Frederick Infernus.
Friedrich, right?
He's been out of the story for way too long. For me to remember this.
Let me fix that right quick.
Oh, is he getting out of the car?
So let me set a scene for you right quick. So you're all in here, and the panels we get are these vans surrounding this house, and out of the ones around the perimeter, each of those vans basically disembarks 3 people. 2 of them are just regular guys in business suits, and one of them, out of each of these vehicles, is a very tall, very built, very obvious cyborg. Those ones are wearing little vests that have a crest on it. It's a coat of arms with a bear and crossed swords. The one in front of the house disembarks 2 of those guys and Frederick Infernus. Who basically just raises a hand and then points at the house. And we're on. So, inside the house, you see that happening, and you see these people very quickly coming towards you. What do you do? By the way, Bearoness, you are just rebooting.
We need to leave.
I can distract them if we need a distraction. They don't know you're living here. They only know that one person is living here and you're here. Yes. So
wait, what?
I don't even think they know that. They just know that she's
yeah.
here.
So they know that she's here, but
They don't know that Piero and I are here.
that's
Or
fine.
me.
That's fair.
Yeah. Probably not.
I've got a pretty easy way to distract, and you guys could all escape if you so choose.
I can also help distract.
Or we could just portal out of here.
So in the time it has taken this conversation to happen,
Bastard!
Saw this coming a mile away.
Yeah.
Fair.
you hear the sound of the back door being kicked in.
Jump through your portal?
I guess I'm gonna make a portal.
Alright, go ahead and roll to unleash your power. That's not bad.
Nice.
11.
Cool.
Nice.
So that's an 11. So you do the thing. Where are you opening a portal to?
I swear to God, if you say Horace's house.
I don't know if I'm capable of opening a portal in there. It didn't go well last time. So, really, we're just going to portal to the rooftop that we were on the other night.
Okay, so the one that you escaped from Kangaroo Jenny.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Excuse me.
Just somewhere far away
Okay.
in the city.
At this point, who's going through first?
Obviously you, right? Or does he have to wait for it to close?
That's a great question.
I mean, I can close it from either side. That's not a big deal.
All right,
Can,
you go through
can,
first.
can the Baroness move yet?
Yeah, I mean, you are just rebooting.
Okay.
Yes, I'm not sure I know what's going on, so I wouldn't go first.
Yeah, you go first.
Sure, I'll go through, and then I'll yell, Baroness, let's move!
So you get through, you are now on a roof. At this point, the door, the front door, there's just a very polite knock, 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 and you hear the voice of Frederick Infernus. If you don't open up soon, I'm going to bring the entire house down. Fair warning, you've got 3 seconds. What's happening
Let's
next?
go!
Can I charge my burn? I'm gonna
Yeah,
do
go
that.
for it.
So I have a 12.
Alright, so you have a 12. Alright,
So
so then charge 3 burn.
yes.
Do you feel like you need to use any of that right now?
No, I don't need to use it. I'm just gonna
Okay, you're just gonna have it.
hang on to it for a
Okay.
second.
Cool. And then the Baroness, you said you were just gonna...
I'm gonna run from something difficult and go through that portal.
Just gonna get through that portal? Alright, cool. At this point, you can see 2 of these big cyborg kind of guys out the window. And those 2 basically take a second and bulk up, and a little rhino horn grows from their heads. And then they basically punch at either corner of the window and just take out the entire wall.
Mm-hmm.
And then step through. So, we still in the living room have Darren and Piero. What do you do?
Oh god. I already made a move, so you have first dibs in my mind.
Are you jumping through?
I wasn't planning to.
Well,
Run.
this is a quickly moving situation. Darren, what do you do?
The only plan that we've established is to run.
Yeah.
2 of us have run already.
I'm grabbing Piero and I'm jumping through.
You're gonna try and do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll let you.
That's right, I'm touching you. I'm gonna get a
I'll let you give. I'll let you give this a shot. The way this is gonna work here is. Okay, first off, Piero, are you gonna let Darren pull you through?
I'm gonna struggle.
You're gonna struggle. Okay. So the way this is gonna work here is, Darren, I want you to roll to defend someone. So roll plus savior.
Oh, shoot. Because I have insecure, so I have -2 to defend someone.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
6, 10, 8.
So you're an 8. Now, the way this works, since you are trying to struggle, Piero, do you have influence over Darren?
I do.
You can take advantage of your influence over someone by surrendering that influence to give them a -2 on a move, which would take that partial success to a failure. Do you want to do that?
No, I don't want to do that to my friend.
Okay. So, you see the opportunity, and then Darren is pulling you through this particular portal. And the way this works is, on a 7 to 9, it's going to cost you. You can either expose yourself to danger, or you can escalate the situation.
I'm going to choose to escalate the
Okay.
situation.
So, before we escalate the situation, do you want to add a team to the pool? Do you want to clear a condition? Or do you want to take influence over Piero? Because right now there's 0 team in the pool.
I'm going to clear
and,
hopeless.
You're going to clear hopeless?
Yeah.
Okay. I think
Fair.
that works.
Yeah, that's
I
a
think
fair
that's
choice.
All right. You pull Piero through this portal, and as William is closing it, one of these cyber guys jumps through. So you're on a roof with basically a guy who is heavily augmented, definitely at this point about the size of Bearoness, looking to engage. You're all on the roof. Portal to Piero's house, I assume old house at this point, has been closed. What do you do?
If no one else has any ideas, I do.
Go for it.
I would like to spend a burn to activate worship, which is a tremendous display of my might. It's 1 burn to awe an audience and to silence respect or attention when my powers are unleashed.
Okay. So how do you unleash your powers?
What
What are you doing with them?
I want to mime. What are rhinos afraid of?
Literally
They're one of the
nothing.
largest animals of the African savannah.
Fire? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe.
So let's mime really big torches.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that'll work. So you're just wave imaginary torches at him?
Yeah. So I'm lighting something on fire.
I think
and
that'll
then,
work. I'll think that'll work.
Sure.
Go ahead and unleash.
And that's
I'm okay with that.
plus freak.
Yep.
I'm not hopeless.
Nice.
That's a 10. That's a 12.
Nice. So, yeah, go ahead and spend that burn for worship. And how does that read again?
I am waving imaginary torches in front of this.
No, worship. How does it read? Yeah.
It's a tremendous display of my might. I spend 1 burn to awe an audience and to silence respect or attention when my powers are unleashed.
Okay, so silence, attention, or respect. Which one are you kind of going for?
Attention.
There? You're going for attention. Okay, so this rhino is focused on you.
Yes.
Okay, I think
Would
that
you
works.
say that is sacrificing myself?
I would, so at the end of this scene you can clear that condition.
Thank you.
So, at the end of the scene, obviously.
Yeah.
Alright. That happens, and basically, he was heading towards the Baroness, and now he has shifted and is starting to kind of charge towards Piero. So, who does what?
I don't know why Piero did that, so I'm gonna charge the
You're
guy.
just going to charge him?
Charge him off the roof.
That's the intention. Because I feel like I'm better able to withstand a punch from this guy than Piero is.
Piero's trying to save their friend, the Baroness. Also, at this point, let's go ahead and do our team moves.
Yeah, I figure we're engaging
Because
at this
now you're
point.
engaging a dangerous foe as a team. So it goes up to 2 just because. I think because of Piero's quick action, I think Piero is actually leading this. I think that's the leader here. So do you have influence over every other teammate?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and add another one for that. So right quick, let's go around the table. Piero, what is your purpose in this fight?
To get Rhino Man away from my friends.
Okay, the Baroness, what is your purpose in this fight?
In this fight, to de-escalate the situation,
Okay.
I want us to get out of here. I want us
Okay.
to escape.
Darren, what is your purpose in this fight?
I think I want to get as far away from the
Okay.
man as possible.
Okay. And William.
End of the fight one way or another, I guess.
Okay, so we definitely have some different purposes, similar ideas, but different, you know. So, does anyone mistrust Piero? or the rest of the team?
I don't mistrust anyone. Me, Piero.
I guess I don't mistrust. I'm not exactly keen on Piero's judgment recently, but I guess I wouldn't say I mistrust. Well, yeah, but
Okay. All right. Anybody else? No?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Cool. And unfortunately, I do think you're ill-prepared or off-balance. No
Oh,
one was
yeah,
expecting
for sure.
this. So that brings us down to 2 in the pool. And at that point, I believe the Baroness is charging a guy.
Yeah, I am.
Go ahead and directly engage that threat.
Alright, so I want to do this in as terrifying a fashion as I possibly can.
Okay, so you're triggering some moves here.
Yes, that is the idea.
So, yeah, let's. What moves are you triggering, and how do they trigger?
So I'm attempting to trigger my Armiger move,
Okay.
which is when I directly engage a threat in a terrifying fashion. I can mark Armiger and add an additional option.
Okay. So go ahead and do that. And what does this look like? What is the terrifying fashion in which you're...
Generally speaking, I think my terrifying fashion is standing up on all fours and roaring, and you're like, "Arr!"
Okay.
Staying up on 2, you mean?
Yes,
Yeah,
on
so you
2,
stand
not
up on 2
4.
and you've got the big, I think that's a good panel. Okay, cool.
You know, the normal bear shtick.
Yeah, just kind of cranked up to cybernetic levels.
Maybe my cybernetics glow a little bit.
Oh, I like that. That's
yeah,
perfect.
something like that.
Okay, are you triggering any of your other moves?
I don't want to cause collateral damage at the moment because I don't want to hurt my friends.
Okay.
I'm not unleashing my powers, so I don't think I'm triggering any other moves at the moment.
Okay. Go ahead and do it.
Alright. That is an 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to pick 3 options off of that list.
Yes. I am going to resist or avoid their blows,
Okay.
create an opportunity for my allies,
Okay.
and take something from them.
Okay. So let's start at the top.
Mhm.
What are you taking?
I want to take their position on top of the building.
I think that's fine. I think you can smack them off a roof.
That's kind of what I want to do.
And then what opportunity are you creating?
I'm trying to create an opportunity for us to get the hell out of here.
I think that works. So yeah, you smack him. He goes off the roof. As he's tumbling, his cybernetics shift.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember how in Eagle Mode you were hoping for wings?
I was.
He gets wings.
Okay.
And he starts to right himself. He starts to right himself, and he's definitely making his way back for you. But you have a moment.
Yes.
All right. So who does what?
I have another idea. If that's all right with everyone.
Do we not just want to leave again?
He's coming for us still.
You have an opportunity.
But you have an opportunity to make another portal and move again.
You do.
That's what I'm going for.
So
but-
this could be things that are happening at the same time.
That's true.
Do you want to just make a portal?
I have no desire to fight him. I will make another portal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where does this portal go?
This time it's going to the abandoned mall.
Okay. Go ahead and unleash your powers.
6.
That will be a 7.
Is this unstable, temporary, or are you marking?
Let's make it more fun.
Okay. So
This will be temporary.
temporary.
Okay.
Okay.
This
So
way, when Piero decides that they're going to stay behind, they just get left behind this time.
I'll tell you when it shuts.
Let's go.
So it's up. Piero, what were you doing?
I want to create a barrier that will hold back threats and activate my moat ability and spend a burn to do that.
Okay.
So I can hold back this threat as long as my attention is on it.
Okay. So what does your barrier look like?
Box.
Just a big box.
Big box.
Around him? Or...
Around him.
Okay. So as he's diving in towards you, you create a box around him and he smacks into the side of it. You can feel the impact through that kind of connection you have with your powers. And I will tell you this, your mask cracks a little bit.
Damn it.
Because remember way back when you were fighting Buzz, who was possessed by Hex, and your mask cracked a little bit? That crack gets a little bit wider. Moving on. I think Darren at this point hasn't done a whole lot. Darren, what do you want to do?
Where is he in the box? He's in the sky in the box?
Yeah. This box is in midair, where he was kind of diving back towards you.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I'm going to jump through the portal.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that. All right, so you jump through the portal. And then let's get back over to, I think, the Baroness. What do you do?
I'm also going to go through the portal.
Cool, it shuts. So you guys are in the abandoned mall now, and we'll get to that in just a sec.
Wait, so who's with us in the abandoned mall?
You two.
Oh, Darren or William didn't go through?
I opened the portal, but I never said I moved. It was
that's
my
true.
intention to. But
Yeah.
Basically, the first 2 people that went through.
Gotcha.
All right, so
That's
we are.
fine.
So
I have another question.
I have an answer.
Does that count as foolhardy action without consulting the team? The box?
Sure, why not?
Yes!
So then,
That's
end of
end
the
of scene
scene.
still.
End of the scene.
I know. I'm just
End of the scene.
I'm keeping
Alright.
track of them.
Okay. So, William, Piero. Piero is kind of occupied at the moment.
Yeah.
William, what do you do?
Let's directly engage a threat instead.
Okay. What
So
you
he just smacked into that box, right?
do? Yep, he is currently in the box and just kind of like slamming against it to get out, which you can see Piero's mask, because when Piero charges their burn, that mask encloses their head. And you can see that crack in it starting to get wider.
Okay. Next time he charges at the box, a portal opens in front of him and tosses him into a sewer below the city.
Have you ever been to a sewer below the city?
That's a good question. Okay.
Why don't you
We
talk
spend
about
lots of
the
time in
abandoned
the
house?
sewer together, me and William. Don't you know?
I feel like I've been in a
The
sewer.
restaurant that you stole your.
Oh, that's
I like that
good.
restaurant. That's my favorite restaurant.
Just
tell you
send him
what.
back to the abandoned
I'll tell you
house.
I'm willing to let you try. Again, this is an unleash your powers kind of thing. Actually, no, this is a directly engage a threat. Yeah, you're right. So if it goes poorly, it goes poorly. Go ahead and roll to directly engage that threat. Oh, geez.
It went poorly.
It went poorly. What's your total?
5.
Mark experience. Or mark potential, sorry. At least you're getting some potential.
Yeah.
So, you open a portal. Piero, you feel the struggling inside the box stop. And you don't really know where that thing went. It's gone. What do? You are, at the moment, alone on the rooftop.
I know where it went.
Alright, I still have one burn, so I have another idea if you are out of ideas, but that's up to
There's
you.
nothing to fight.
Yeah, but
I don't know where it went. As far as I know, that went perfectly well.
Yeah, as far as you know, that went
So,
great. That went great.
I'm feeling great right now. So let's go join our friends.
alright, where are we going, friend? Since I don't know where your portals go when you make them.
Pop a portal.
Alright.
To the abandoned mall. I assume I'm not under pressure anymore, so...
At this point, no, but we'll get to that in just a sec.
Okay.
So, the Bearoness and Darren, you pop out of a portal into the middle of this abandoned mall. Just narratively, I think you're in that same kind of like courtyard that you met in previously.
Mm-hmm.
And I want kind of a panel of what that looks like when you realize the portal is closed behind you.
So I imagine the Baroness looks at the portal, sees it pop away, looks at Darren, and just sort of sighs.
Yeah.
And what does the moment look like after that when you realize there's another portal opening?
What? I think I first would be like, oh!
My friends are coming
Yeah.
back.
Sure. And what does the panel after that look like when Frederick and Furnace steps out of that portal?
Oh, crap.
Call Pax.
Wait, Frederick and Furnace can open portals?
Yeah.
I assume he has all the powers William has.
It does.
I imagine this is when I step in front of Darren.
Sure. And he steps out and he's kind of straightening out his jacket. And this Frederick looks a little bit different than we have seen him previously, because it's been a minute since we've seen him on page. He looks older. His hair is starting to go gray more than it was. He used to have little wingtips, but it is basically like kind of full-on stripes at this point. He's got more wrinkles, but he is still a very solidly built person. And as you step in front of Darren, good. Are you ready to come back with me?
Back?
Oh yes. I think our beta test is over. You've done wonderfully. I've seen the destructive potential you hold. I think, as you've seen, I've greenlit the Armiger project proper. We're out of beta. Come on home. He's kind of like walking forwards, and he pulls basically pulls a cell phone out of his pocket and swipes something on it and opens it up. Now, you probably don't remember me, but I very much remember you.
You must have her mistaken for another cybernetic bear.
Do I remember him? Do I have a flashback?
You know what? Let's have a flashback.
It seems like the moment I would have a flashback.
I think this is the time for a flashback. It's a very quick one, and there's a younger-looking Frederick in a room full of people who are all wearing basically like white jumpsuits with the Armiger logo on them.
Mm-hmm.
And he's kind of walking back and forth. Now, I need you all to understand that while you've all read the contract, you may not quite understand the gravity of this situation. Only one of you is going to survive this process. Frankly, we're only going to take the best for Armiger. So, I hope you're the best. But if you are, you will become something greater than any soldier, any weapon, any of these so-called capes that infest this town, you will become the tool by which we will free everyone from their chains. No more heaven, no more hell, only Armiger. I think that's where we pop back in.
Wow. Can I? Does she black out during this?
No,
Like, does
I
she-
think this is just a panel flashback.
just something
Yeah.
in her.
Yeah, I think this is just a moment where you remember something.
Yeah, I feel like at that moment I repeat that last line, no more heaven, no more hell, only Armiger,
Wonderful.
just unconsciously.
Yeah.
I'm going to directly engage.
What are you doing?
I know him as the bad man that
Yeah.
hurts my friend William and has been trying to get him, and now he's coming to hurt my dear friend. Not that I'm picking favorites, but she's my favorite. Coming to hurt my best friend. So I'm going to increase the density of his skull.
Wow.
Okay.
So you're murdering him.
No, I'm not murdering
He's
him.
making his head really heavy.
Yeah, I'm gonna make his head very, very heavy so he gets, falls down onto the ground.
Yeah, go ahead and directly engage your threat.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna go well. Are you...
Is it?
Yeah, no, go for it. What's your danger?
I mean, I have to run up and, touch his head to do it.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, if I can.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, honey bunches of oats. Okay.
That's not bad. That's not all
7.
bad.
What's directly engaged with
Danger.
Danger.
Are you afraid?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So I have a 7.
Okay.
Do we have any team?
It's just you and
It's
me.
just... Yeah, so you couldn't add 3 team to the pool anyway.
It's a 7. That's
Yeah.
a
It's a
success.
7.
Well, I mean, I can add 2 with my hold.
It's as team.
Okay,
it's
so
only,
we don't look
it's
at it.
only either one at a time.
Okay.
Also,
That's right,
just for
team.
those of you listening at home, the weather's getting a little bit nasty. I apologize if we have some background noise. But
Seems appropriate.
seems appropriate, yeah. So, this is a partial success.
Yes.
So, do you want to resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition?
I'm going to take his cell phone.
Okay. So, alright. So you run up, you basically,
I have to touch him to
Yeah.
grab his head. Because
And-
I can only manipulate density of things I'm directly touching.
you grab that phone out of his hands, and are you just holding on to this, or are you, going to break it, or what's your...
I'm going to grab it,
You're just going to grab it?
take it, and then...
Okay.
And then shift his density down.
Okay.
And it looks like basically a head slam where it goes really, really heavy and goes BAM! And it's really heavy, so it's gonna make some impact with the earth. Not bloody, because it's gonna be
This is fine. This works.
Yeah.
So you impact Fred's face into the ground,
Yes.
and you're holding that cell phone in your hand, and for a moment you feel really, really triumphant.
Yeah!
And then something taps you on the back.
Shit!
And what you see at this point, Jackie... So you know how William makes these demons, and they're pretty impressive? This is that times 12. It's big. It's got a kind of crown of horns around its head, and a little fiery halo above that.
Yeah. This is gonna hurt. It's
And-
gonna hurt so bad.
And Frederick kind of... Well, it's been a while since I've had to pull out the big guns. Congratulations! Take a powerful blow.
Shit!
Oh, that's great.
That was a
3.
fantastic
That's the
roll.
best time to roll.
I have insecure though.
So that's a 4.
4.
That's still a failure.
Nice.
So over on Take a Powerful Blow, you'll notice the failure is good. First off, you do mark potential for this. This demon basically grabs you by the face. How do you weather this blow?
I'm going to shift my density so that I become very light and goopy and blobbish snot. Yes.
Okay. So it just kind of grabs you and you squeeze through.
Yes.
Fantastic. Let's get back
Yeah,
over
it's like Jello.
let's get back over to the Baroness now. So Frederick is starting to stand up and dust himself off. There is a big ol' honking demon.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Can I yell at her to run?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
I'm going to tell you to run, and I'm going to throw the cell phone at you.
Okay. All right. So does that change what you were going to do?
It might. It's not what I was planning to do.
Whoopsie daisies.
That's fine.
Is this are you trying to provoke me into doing this? Or, because this is not what I'd been planning to do.
I tell you what, let's leave that to Darren.
That makes sense.
Are you trying to provoke, or are you just trying to say, hey, do this thing?
I think I would be provoking her.
Okay, you're really trying to...
I want her to go, because
Okay.
I know I understand that they're trying to hurt her, or get her, or
Okay.
do something with
Okay.
her.
So go ahead and roll plus superior.
Superior is 0. There's not a lot.
You're doing a lot of stuff outside your comfort realm.
Nice.
That isn't bad.
9.
All right.
And is that impacted by... No.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. So you got a
Solidly 9.
So you got a 9. So on a 7 to 9, you will choose that either they do it and add a team to the pool, or if they don't, they mark a condition.
Isn't that my choice, or is that Darren's
No,
choice?
that's
That's Darren's
Okay.
choice.
They do it and they add a team to the pool.
Okay, so if you do it, you'll add a team to the pool.
Okay, right, you're giving me the carrot or the stick. I remember
Yeah.
how this works.
Yep. All right, so the Baroness, what do you do?
I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna say, let's calm down. What do you want? Can we talk about this?
Oh, absolutely. We can talk about this. You signed a contract. We released you for beta testing. You've done admirably. Now it's time for you to come home, get your memory wiped, and lead an army.
I don't remember any of that.
Oh, of course you don't. Be it not a very good beta test if you did. Don't worry, we'll restore your memory to factory defaults.
I am confused. Who signed a contract with you?
Surely it's about time for me to pop us to pop
Right.
it.
I think that is an excellent.
real.
Us.
I think that is an excellent time. No, I think that's correct. So, I think this is an excellent time for that portal to open. And William and Piero, you step into what you were expecting just to be an abandoned mall, courtyard, and instead, well, first off, you've never seen your father's demons before, but you instantly recognize it. Speaking of which, your dad's there. He looks a lot older than last time you saw him. And there's a big crater in the ground. Your dad has a little kind of blood trickling down from his forehead, and Darren is probably about to get swung on again, let's be honest. So, what do you do?
Hey, Dad.
He just holds up a finger. I'll deal with you in a moment, son.
I don't like that.
No.
What do you do?
Summon a bunch of demons. Summon a bunch of demons. Because he's getting old and tired, and we're drawing off of him. Summon a buttload of demons. How many is a buttload? 25.
You don't know that.
Army of Infernus.
You have no idea. Alright. So, and this could be Piero too. Either of you can make a move here.
I actually have a question that will
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
frame what I do. How big is Jackie, like, in relation to a person?
Like over a ton.
Bigger.
is what they
Bigger?
would describe.
Bigger.
That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah.
I also have another idea.
Okay.
I have an idea as well.
Would you like? You can go.
Either one.
I'm going to try something that is probably going to fail.
Okay.
We're going to
Perfect.
try it anyway.
Alright, go for it.
I am going to engage my father in a test of will, and I'm going to try and take over the demon that he is currently
Ooh.
controlling.
Wow, that's
Ooh.
ballsy.
I like it.
That is going to be directly engaging a threat.
Okay.
I like it.
Because taking something from them could...
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
So I'm not actually going up and punching him, it's just purely
Yeah,
a
this is-
mental...
This is you, like, trying to exert your will over this big
Correct.
hulking demon. Alright.
That is a 7.
Okay. So, on a 7 to 9, you'll be trading blows. You can... I'm assuming you want to just take something from it, right? Which will mean you don't resist the blow.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, what does that look like on the panel when you kind of wrest control of this, big honking demon from your dad?
The demon is going to... What color is the demon, by the way?
Right now, it's blue, kind of like yours.
Okay.
It looks very similar.
That's unfortunate.
Just
Yeah.
bigger and... I don't want to say hornier, but... more horns, little fiery crown.
Okay. Well, and its visual appearance isn't going to change. But it's going to slightly shift its stance.
Okay.
It's going to be a subtle change at best, but it's going to shift its stance slightly more away from Darren and slightly shift towards Frederick instead.
And I think your dad absolutely, knows this has happened.
You should.
So I think the way that works out is you see a little more, basically like in his eyebrows, start to kind of gray out. We've had this talk, son. You're literally killing me.
And you're attacking my friends.
Friends, projects.
I mean, Fair enough. But it's still mine.
You're right. I tell you what. I'll cease hostilities against you and the clown, I suppose, that you're hanging out with. And in fact, even the prototype. What I won't forgive, and he snaps, and a big flaming portal opens up under Darren, is being attacked. So here's how this works. And he points at the Bearoness, and he points at William. One of you is coming home with me, and if neither of you do, your friend is going to take a most unpleasant trip. And I think that's the blow that you didn't avoid.
That sounds
Now
about
you have
right.
to make a choice.
I actually do have an idea that I'm eager to try.
Okay.
I would like to strike a deal with Frederick and Furnace.
How are you going to do that?
So
what
I would like
leverage do you have?
I would like to spend my last burn to create any object up to the size of the person. I'm going to copy you.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to. It's kind of like a like 2-set move. I would like to mime very large cups, 3 of them, and then say pick the right son, and then you get to take him home.
Deal.
Okay, so
Let me explain to you something about how our family works while you're doing that. You see, and I suppose you're all, I suppose my son probably didn't keep his mouth shut. If he did, well, congratulations, William. Your dad finally dropped the ball. Our family is connected by more than just blood. It's connected by a deal. I, Frederick and Furnace, officially rescind my son Eric's birthright and transfer it to my son William. And he points at William. That one.
But how? But
The correct one.
but they're covered up. How can you know?
Magic?
And you can see little pinpoints of fire in his eyes that just swiftly burn out. Anyone else want to try something cute? Or do we have a deal? Am I taking the prototype? Am I taking my son? Or am I taking the delightful pink alien?
You're not taking the alien. I don't care if it's you or me, William, but it's not going to be Darren.
Speaking of which, William, you feel like your heart just got set on fire. You have like the worst case of heartburn you have ever had. It feels like you're dying. And when we look over at William inside this cup, your eyes are just on fire. Your hands are on fire. And you're probably screaming a little bit right now. Because this feels awful.
Okay, so I don't get to make a choice right now.
Okay, so you're in agony.
You absolutely are. And
fairly
I think you do understand that, and I think at this point, once the cups are removed, William is kind of definitely still standing but smoldering. So what's it going to be?
If you want to cede the choice to me, I will make the choice, but I'm giving you the
I
option.
apparently am out of it. So
Okay.
I have no choice at
Yeah.
this point. This apparently falls to you.
Well, and again, keep in mind, you heard that before this all happened. Piero tried to do the cup game, so you know what's going on.
I'll give you
that.
if I'm in agony, then I have...
Because I'm not trying to remove your ability to choose here.
Yeah,
I'm just
this is
telling
still
you,
very much
this
between
is still
you
very
two.
much a choice that you guys are making. Again, you feel horrible. You still know what's going on.
So, what... This is a bit off track, but I'd like to pull from my own knowledge base.
Okay.
This hell plane that we pull our powers from, is this kind of like an instant death kind of place? Or is this more like if I'm assuming he is sending Darren to hell, so to speak.
That is the threat.
Is that something where if she goes in there, she is instantly dead from burning alive or whatever? Or is this more we could potentially go on a dope trip to rescue her into hell?
You son of a bitch! You're gonna let me go! You son of a bitch!
Hold on,
You know what I've done to save your ass?
I want to know what we're
Okay.
discussing here.
Okay.
What kind of
Okay.
plane we're talking
William
It's-
would know this.
It's real bad news bears, but it is not an instant death.
about. Okay. It's good to know.
Yes.
You bastard. I am never giving you the moss off my plate ever again.
Let's get back into this moment. So,
Can you
What do
open
you-
another portal underneath
what do
me
you-
above
what-
his?
what do you do?
I have one more question. I'm sorry.
Okay.
How does him being now birthright,
Mhm.
whatever? How does that affect Eric?
That's a great question. We don't know yet.
I ceded this choice to William, but if he doesn't say anything soon enough, I'm just going to say take me.
Okay. So, I guess the question here then, William, is do you say something soon enough?
Fine. Let's go.
And your dad walks forward, puts his arm around you, looks back at the rest of you. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. And the two of them burst out in a fiery portal and are gone. The portal under Darren shrinks and then evaporates. I just want a quick end panel here.
Mm-hmm.
What does everyone look like?
I do not look fantastic.
Okay.
If you can imagine a computer being sad,
I can.
that's what I look like.
Fantastic. Piero, how about you?
I'm gonna kick over the cups.
And Darren.
I still have his cell phone.
You do.
I still have his cell phone, and furthermore, I touched Piero,
You did.
and then I touched Infernus.
You did.
So now Infernus
And he
has
also,
a black mark.
he also touched William also.
Possibly.
Quite possibly.
Yes. I am feeling...
But we'll answer that question later.
Yeah. I'm feeling unhappy, but I got some evidence, I feel like, of what we can do to move forward.
And I think that's the panel that we end on. And we will pick this up next issue.
Masks: A New Generation is written for Magpie Games by Brendan Conway. It is made of demons, demons, and more demons. Give it your dollars, it is well worth them. The Baroness is played by Christina. Piero is played by Lenny. You can find her on Instagram at C4T Food. William Infernus is played by me. Darren is played by Nan. Find her on Instagram at Nanjitsu. Epic City is GM'd by Jeremy, who also writes the music and edits this podcast. Our album art was provided by Ash Brandt. Find them on Twitter at cinder_Brandt, on Instagram at brandt.ash, and on Tumblr at Kimmins. Find us on Stitcher, iTunes, Spotify, or wherever fine podcasts are sold. Follow us on Twitter at ApexCityCast. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next issue.